don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. No flicker bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Julio Cesar Chavez, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 68 inches. And facing him, it's Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am, watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez, multi-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, generally recognized as one of the greatest athletes Mexico has ever produced. Sugar Ray Leonard, he of course won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina.
Just take note, look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
And there's the bell for round 1. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. His jab just got blocked. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
That counter punch caught him clean. He left his chin exposed and he got caught. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. This despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Smart. Great round.
Here we go. It's round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Exchanged punches. Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Chavez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
There's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Jab misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Now it's a tougher fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut's blocked. Miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fight has a real good flow to it. Unlucky to miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity.
Focus on what you're doing.
Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means. But they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
There's a counter shot. So close to that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
Good work.
There's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that uppercut. no counter shot. They both want the knockout. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both of these fighters have had... Did you see that? And Sugar is in trouble. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Come on, you'd let him...
And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rate's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't got to do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like a can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. You don't want none, I'm moving like a hitman. You know I get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want none.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage. When you visit, get the leave in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. Know the heart that you made it. And it's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Till it's already too late. It's upon us and it's doomsday. As I flex where the winner set. Cause I start where they finish yet. I was running, I was supposed to make it. I'm the one that gets the closing statements. It's something more, inspiration. But it's nothing cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you,
battle, so I handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along, liquid fortresses made of stone, which is palaces made
Close the door.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining. Check the rating.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, oh.
Sugar Ray Rob.
This bout is skipped.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. So here we go. Should be a good one. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. And there's the bell for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Stamina is off the charts. Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Another done. All day and just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Throwing out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. We down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been in before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do.
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the vinegar. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. It's an open air. And that's the opening bell, round one. It's bombs away. He scores with the counter. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
One punch could change everything in this battle. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That jab is blocked. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice work to block that left uppercut. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell for round two. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That punch scores. How about that time counter shot? You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Just missing with the right uppercut. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Just missed. Hold it right there. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones. Here we go to the 4th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
His stamina is off the charts. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Couldn't land that jab. That uppercut just missed. Don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell to start round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
counter-punching. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
We wanted action, and they are delivering. They figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Jab does not score. Well done with that counter shot. That counter shot lands. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones. This is the beginning of round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Let's watch that again, play from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They're going to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds. When he's fighting, like he's going to put it back.
Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Roy Jones. And we enter the 8th round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? And twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Just misses with the right uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good job stopping that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of. Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out. But you ain't even pick up.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath.
And box.
this fight? Right. Now listen.
Let's do it.
Kid, what are you doing? Come on, switch on.
Do your business. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your
Box.
You let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
Let's do it.
Get back to the game plan. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes.
Let's fight.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? You've been coasting this fight, and now you're gonna...
Let's go. 7. Can you continue?
Just wanna fly and run away, away from this place, away from the things broken. Promises made me to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away, live my life in my way. Give me a new day. I start afresh aside again. This could be, 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 this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan, 155 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall, with a reach of 71 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, I love this place.
All
the
right,
atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And we're underway in round 1. Hit him with a left jab. hook scores. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You want to know what it feels like to have Terrence Crawford hit you below the belt? Well, just ask Amir Khan. That's what happened the first time they fought, as Khan had to retire.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Amir Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go for round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Amir Khan is rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford.
My fucking R1 not fucking working.
He may have been saved by the bet.
Needs a knockout without...
Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Not going to let this one go to the judges. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Drop their guard, they get caught. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Crawford is dazed. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Catch and shoot. Good defense on the right uppercut. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And there's the bell for round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Done with that counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That uppercut just missed. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford and
What are you doing?
on to the 6th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice exchange here from both men. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This is a high-octane battle. Nice work to block that left uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that.
Switch on.
Here we go. It's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
How about that time counter shot? All right, hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. To see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. Perfect counter. Did you see that? This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on point.
Beautiful counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Amir Khan in some real trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory. As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon. It's King Ryan Garcia. They also call him Flash, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, some of the fastest hands in all of boxing.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Usually you don't need a weather. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. How many more uppercuts can he take? Ooh, that one had to hurt. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
If You are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on. It's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking to fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Uppercut misses. That jab had to hurt. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Tried to score with it. Oh, wait a minute! Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Focus back to get that jab back.
Here's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every trick.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch edge, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different.
On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight.
And the kid goes down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
Referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will take.
they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked out.
Here we go to the fourth round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Counter lands. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. There's a counter shot. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. This with that jab. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Straight right just misses. They both want the knockout. close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you're just...
This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Incredible work rate. Holding nothing back here in the round. That counter punch caught him clean. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
So the final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Between rounds, this fighter wished he would focus. Here comes round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You know, with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.